Hey YouTube, it's Reese Sheehan. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos. So I've been paying attention to these YouTube streets, and I'll tell you what, man, some of this drama that's going on right now is not even worth commenting on. I mean, and it is chock full of drama. Chock full of drama. It's like, wow, no. Mm, I have to choose. I'm choosing a different road to take today. So it's still a subject people are still talking about. I did a video on it yesterday or the day before, one of my videos. I'm still really trying to chew through the material, and that's the movie Us. So I talked about, how the Tethered, two things that really scared me the most was that the Tethered had no voice, and that then I forget that quick, but the voice, not having a voice to me is that's scary. It's scary. And it's scary to see how so many of us that are in the populace has no voice in reality, in this reality. We don't seem to have a voice because we don't have the money. I liked how the Tethered, however, came together to prove, that when you come together as a group and you have one collective mind and one collective goal, there's not anything that you cannot do. Which I think a lot of the chaos that's going on now in our government is to cause chaos, confusion, mess, and illusion in the populace. If the populace ever decided to come together as one like the Tether did, the 1% wouldn't the 1% would no longer be in power. They wouldn't have the control that they have. But so, I mean, in our reality, they didn't have to create doppelgangers or the Tethered to control the masses. TV did a really good job. And so now it's social media. They didn't need to create Tethered to create the control the masses. And slowly but surely, I mean, Facebook, and I have a Facebook account and I have an Instagram account, and apparently you see I have a YouTube account. I have a Twitter account. And I was watching Malibu Dollface today, and he was saying, how the social media is just it just becomes like, it's literally like you're tethered to it. We're tethered to social media, tethered to our phones, becoming so innocuous to what's really going on in the world. And the 1%, I guarantee you, are not doing the same thing. They are not on their phones all the damn time unless they are somehow making money off of it. And I mean, and I'm definitely guilty of it. I feel the need to share my 2 cents. My mother, several months ago, said to me, "Why you always posting pictures of yourself?" Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, that could definitely be something Jordan Peele was trying to get us to see. But unlike our Tethered selves, which is through social media, our phones. The tethered in us were actual beings created to control those that were topside. And it's confusing to me because how, one, did they get the DNA to create clones of everyone? How did it start? When did it start? I mean, and I would look at the facility underground was so incredibly clean. And for it to be an abandoned facility, that wasn't jiving either. They had lights and electricity, but they didn't have any power to cook the rabbits. They had to eat the rabbits raw. What? Then when fake Adelaide or bottom side Adelaide attacked red Adelaide, the original Adelaide, how did a 5-year-old knock out a 5-year-old and drag her as far as she had to drag her and chain her to a bed? And I get that red Adelaide, the real Adelaide, her voice was damaged because of being choked. I get that. However, how was she unchained? And how did she not try to find her way out after she was unchained? Who kept her stuck there? Why wouldn't she find her way out like she did as an adult? It wasn't until at the fake Adelaide didn't go and she wasn't talking, so she started dancing. So then when fake Adelaide, who went topside, did she then get the soul because she started to talk? And then that allowed her to control real Adelaide, red Adelaide in the basement? I mean, in these tunnels? And so is that what it meant that when red Adelaide, real Adelaide, started talking to fake topside Adelaide saying, hey, that's, when you started dancing, I started dancing. And that's when the tethered realized that we were special, that I was special. Where did they get the red suits? And you mean to tell me there was no doctor? Everybody has a clone, but red Adelaide, real Adelaide, had to literally tear her son out of her womb without any help from a doctor because there's no doctors. I get it. It's a lot it's a lot to read into a story, a movie. But that's where my head went, because I have to be honest with you. The drama on these YouTube streets is so dang tragic that it's just like, I'd rather spend this time with you talking about what I found to be plot holes in us than to talk about what I've come across. And of course, there's no way for me to see all the content on YouTube, but the stuff that I've come across in the last couple of days, to me, is just, that's enough. That's just like, wow, really? You got one YouTuber taking advantage of another YouTuber, taking $8,000 from this YouTuber. And I guess that's the person she took the money from didn't understand that this woman is married to another woman. So if you thought had any romantic inclinations towards that woman, that was out of the door. You didn't know that woman is married to another woman. So, not it. Just seeing a couple of videos on that stuff is just like, that's tragic. This whole thing with all, it's just too much to me. Like it's like we have real problems that we need to deal with. Like we have this man in office right now, the president of the United States, is ridiculously out of control. And we really do need to come together and get this man clean house. So one of the things I really do appreciate about that movie is that the Tethered found a leader, they found a common goal, and they stuck to it. That was a pretty bloody one. It was a pretty bloody one. Especially the friends, when the friends are killed by their doppelgangers, that was off the chain, man. That was like, wow. It was pretty gruesome. It was pretty gruesome. And I just realized I so there's this, the guy that plays the friend of Gabe's, he was the guy that's off of Tim and Eric's Nice Job TV show on Adult Swim. And as I was watching, I was like, that's who that is. He played that role really well. He played that. If you ever seen that show, it's dumb on Adult Swim. I don't even think they have it on there anymore. He also was it. They've had at least 3 different shows on Adult Swim. Him, his friend Eric. It's Eric and Tim. I don't know which one is which, but they've had a couple, like 3 different shows on Adult Swim. They are all dumb, like silly, goofy, dumb. But he played that role really, really well. He really did, and it was like, got some acting chops there, dude. And I don't know, I maybe I can make some more. I don't know if I'll make more movies or more videos on us or not, but it just felt better to talk about us than it does to talk about these YouTube streets. These YouTube streets it's just nothing nice. And I just don't want anything to do with that.